Hey guys, how's it going? Hope all is well, and welcome back to the Sound of Drop, Fall into Poison, and good old Dave here. Basically, we're continuing from where we left off, which was on a bit of a cliffhanger, guys. It was a bit of a long episode, but to be honest, in terms of the actual progress in the story, not much, to be honest. We obviously had to summarize what happened in the last episode, and then obviously some stuff happened, and we left on a bit of a teaser for you guys. But just to summarize briefly what happened, because again, not much in terms of the story. So after the episode beforehand had produced some bad endings, we then made up with the ending to at least progress, where Mayumi had to make her way over the jellyfish-infested floor with water as well. She was still in her sandals, she was kind of froze, she was struggling, she didn't know what to do. But then miraculously, conveniently, Kenji came to the rescue. Whether it was intentional or not, we don't really know. We will assume that just for his, hero persona in this case. Or he may have just been conveniently passing by and just like, let's see what's in this door. Oh shit, Mayumi and a bunch of jellyfish. So he rescued her by throwing his boots to her so she could change out of her sandals, which exposed her toes. So it reduced her risk of being stung by any venomous jellyfish that were running in the water. And so she was able to easily wade over them. She even trod on one. But she avoided being stung, and she managed to make her way, escape to the other half of the room, to temporary safety at least. She used Kenji's shoes. She was getting a little bit faint, or like her balance was being lost near the end, but Kenji pulled her through the door and they escaped. So that was all good. Then, conveniently, or coincidentally rather, I should say, they then ended up in kind of the hallway near one of Manten Aquarium's or the area's gift shops. And it looks as if it's the same gift shop that where Mari disappeared, where she was last seen 5 years ago, where her, Mayumi, Mari and her mum were getting the gacha machine to dispense the keychains that are precious to them. So we kind of ended up there. There was a brief discussion over, obviously, where's Himeno, and we've got to, get to Himeno. Kenji guessed correctly that Mayumi and Himeno had an argument and that they were on bad terms temporarily. But also, Kenji kind of revealed, or rather showed, that he knew some things, quite a lot of things about Mayumi, as well as possibly the situation that's going on with Manten Aquarium in this fucked up area, place. So he kind of showed that he knew a bit about Mayumi's past and 5 years ago, but also he kind of blanked her / didn't look into her eyes or her face when he was saying certain things or suggesting that he's hiding other things. So I don't think we can completely trust Kenji just yet. But so that happened, but he also stated that he believes they're in a parallel universe or a parallel world, that this isn't the real normal Manten Aquarium, because apart from Kenji, there's no other staff, there are no other customers apart from the girls, apart from Mayumi, who was affected by the events 5 years ago, plus any others that were involved, such as Mari, and Himeno's just a friend that was happened to be with Mayumi at this point. So that all happened, but so Kenji then sort of came up with the choice of basically, we need to go get Himeno. We need to find her, because this is obviously a dangerous place. Mayumi stopped thinking about going after Mari, who may not even be real in this world, in parallel world, or she is seen in a parallel world, but she might not be alive in the normal world by the sound of things. We don't know yet. But they stopped thinking about Mari, and Mayumi started thinking about Himeno getting into her friend to save her friend, because she may be in danger in this world. So it came to the choice of whether basically whether Kenji should go and get Himeno, and Mayumi stayed behind, or whether Mayumi volunteered to go to Himeno, find Himeno, and Kenji stay behind at the souvenir shop. So we made the choice. We still don't know for certain whether it was the right choice or whether this will come to a bad end or not, but we made the choice that Kenji should go look for Himeno while Mayumi just stays and gathers her thoughts and just calms down a bit, because she's been through some traumatic shit so far, guys, definitely. But while that was happening, we heard Kenji scream. Heard a scream from Kenji. Mayumi went running, very concerned, over to where they believe it was, and we found Kenji at the aquarium tunnel that they kind of were at near the beginning, near the entrance to Manten Aquarium, and he seemed fine. But then suddenly, as you can see on the screen, something happened. We've got a black screen, but at the end of the last episode, we heard and saw what looked like a slash mark, and the sound of liquid pouring, which it could be water, or it could be something more of a red colour, if you know what I mean. So that's where we are. So let's get back into this and see what fate is awaiting Kenji and also the rest of the characters overall. Here we go, guys. More feels and more messed up stuff, I think. But here we go. So Mayumi's saying she never got to hear the rest of what he was going to say. Yeah, he was going to. I think he was trying to say he'd heard. Oh, it was something in the tank. He thought that he'd seen a person in the tank, in the area. In the tunnel, he thought he saw a body, but then they came to the point of conclusion of that's not likely, not normally. But you suggested a parallel world where messed up shit could happen. But before we continue, my mouse wasn't on the screen for a start, but we've also come to a different area, so it gives us a bit of more information. The tunnel tank. So we have been here before, but I think I'm misreading this bit to you guys. The pulse of large fish, various types of stingrays, manta rays, whale sharks, and the like swim about. The manta is properly called the manta ray and is among the world's largest rays. Their leisurely swimming forms give people a sense of healing and the ocean's magnificence. They are friendly and brimming with curiosity, their intelligence being on the high end for their type of fish. They are smart cookies, as you could say. Dolphins are extremely smart too. So yes, and yeah, manta rays are friendly. Well, I've never, I haven't really seen one, apart from maybe in like an aquarium or deep sea world, but never like out in the wild. But yeah, so we might have already read that actually. It does sound familiar, but just to make sure we've covered it. Right, so return to the game. What happened, Kenji? Huh? Question mark. It all took place in a matter of seconds, leaving me unable to make sense of what had happened. However, I gradually realized what was unfolding before my eyes. Oh, shit. Confirmed. We got blood splatter. From Hiyoshi-san's neck up, I could see through to the tank. Oh, man. Jesus. So, what I was hoping wasn't going to happen, happened. He's had his head cut off by the sound of things. More blood splatter. I didn't understand what I was seeing. In other words, his head was no longer where it should have been. Having lost a piece of himself so valuable to the human body, he collapsed slowly on the spot. From there, he never moved again. Soaking up the blue lighting, his reddish-black blood spread across the floor. Oh, jeez, reddish-black. Oh, it just must be that coloured with the blue lighting in the area, I think. Ugh. Oh, God. Holy shit! Oh my God! No! Wow, that is a messed up. That is a messed up CG. Oh my goodness. So yeah, whatever has happened, whatever killed Kenji, has left Mayumi in a pool of his blood. Jesus. This time, it was my turn to split my vocal cords. Alright, from screaming. I thought, oh God, what do you mean by that? Oh, what? Whoa, where are we going? Oh my God. Oh, wow. Jeez, so his body's just lying there. Yeah, she is completely soaked in blood. And yeah, his corpse is down there in blood. I'm not 100% sure, but that's an arm. So his head's either meant to be there or there, I think. Why? How had he gotten like this? What could have happened to have left him in this state? Well, it sounded like there was a blade or teeth or something. Hiyoshi-san's head tumbles along the ground and catches my eye. His eyes are wide and his pupils dilated. The grin I had seen hours earlier still spread across his face. There are marks at the nape of his neck, as if his head has been bitten clean off. Bite marks! What the fuck did that? Hiyoshi-san. I intended to run and leave the dead Hiyoshi-san. Whatever left those bite marks was still nearby, but I couldn't do it. What? Did that just kill Mayumi? So she was frozen in fear. Oh God, what? It hurts. Oh God, whatever it is just killed her, I think. The area below my knees had become pitch black. My boots, Mom. There is no pain, only the visualization of pain running through my mind. Oh God, she's lost, her legs have been cut off. Oh man, her legs have been cut off, wow. In spite of losing my legs, I can't actually feel the pain. So is this some kind of creature with like a numbing agent or something that went in our bloodstream? Or nothing? Of course not. That body of mine has lost its legs. I'm watching it from a separate place. This subjective point of view would have been impossible while I was alive. Alright. Oh my God, her head's gone too, so she's like, her head's up in the air seeing this. Oh no. Wow. My head was already just like Hiyoshi-san's, just rolling around on the floor. The cold temperature of my blood, that was the last thing I felt. Right before I lost consciousness, I saw its unbelievable true form through the wavy mist of my fading vision. Well, she saw whatever it was that killed her and Kenji. With many fangs and a giant body, it was a fish. Some kind of weird fish killed them. A shark maybe? But how would the shark get out of the tank? Decapitation 1. So, okay, confirmed, bad end. And it's decapitation 1. So there's more decapitation bad end scenarios to come. Oh, wow. Alright, so it's got Kenji in the bad end picture. Alright, so as well as Mayumi dying in these possible scenes, it also shows who else dies. Wow. Okay. So, well, we made the wrong decision, guys, in that scenario. I kind of wondered that if I had a feeling that, well, obviously we knew Kenji was pretty much fucked at the beginning of this episode, but I wondered if Mayumi had a chance and whether the game would continue if Mayumi was still alive, but nope. Okay, well, let us return to where we last made a decision. Okay, so here we are again, back at the last decision point. Without hearing my response, he starts walking away from where the jellyfish booth was. His face in profile made me feel very reassured. Yeah, so this is when Kenji's planning on just going for Himeno alone and just letting Mayumi stay where she was. And we kind of chose that option for Kenji to go on ahead. But, you know, we just saw what happened. That was the wrong decision. So we obviously have to tell him that, no, Kenji, you stay here. I'll go. Mayumi will go and get Himeno. So here we go. Please wait. I'll go. Somehow, moving my heavy legs, I follow behind Hiroshi-san. Alright, okay, so we go together. So this is what I wanted originally. I wanted them both to go together, because two sets of eyes are better than one. They might be able to dodge whatever the hell kind of fish creature did this. It would have been easier to leave it to Hiroshi-san. Well, yes, but we know what happens. However, Himeno is my best friend. Though I can't believe we had fought, that reality can't be changed, so I want to go get her. Yeah, they're quite right, go help your friend. If that's a friend, friends are for, stick out for each other. Stick up for each other. Okay, so we're back in the tunnel tank area. We're both together this time. Since the souvenir shop is near the entrance, Hiroshi-san heads toward the closest tunnel tank. If Himeno is still in the building, then we need to look everywhere for her. Makes sense. So I guess if you start from the entrance, that's probably a good way to start, and then retrace your steps, and hopefully Himeno is somewhere you've been. I'm able to catch up with Hiroshi-san before he enters the tunnel, right? Okay, and we've got the lovely manta rays, stingrays. Well, no, they're not. They are manta rays. The stingrays are a bit smaller, and I'm still pretty convinced that is a whale shark, or maybe it's a tiger shark, but it might be just the patterning of the water that's messing that up a little bit to whether it is that species. But anyway, so I'm going too. Huh? Mayu-chan, I told you to wait there for me. I can't do that because Himeno is my friend. Quite right. On hearing what I said, Hiroshi-san gives me a patronizing look while grinning at me. He's still a tease, still likes to mess about, Kenji. But at least they're together, so they have a bit more of a fighting chance. Looking into the tunnel from the outside, I realize it hasn't changed from the Manten Aquarium I had seen earlier that day. Large fish like manta rays and sharks swim about. Well, maybe Kenji's theory is wrong, maybe they're not in a parallel world, or potentially this messed up version of Manten Aquarium they're in, maybe they entered that as soon as they went through the gates. Possibly. This is... Uh-oh. You look kind of concerned / startled there, Mayumi. What is it? The tunnel tank. If you two went in order earlier, then shouldn't we start with the first exhibit? Well, that makes sense. I nod, as what Hiroshi-san said is right. He adds, right, and walks on. I notice something there and pull him back. Uh-oh. What did you notice? Look, over there. I say as I point to an area nearby that's visible from the entrance. As the silhouette becomes clearer on close observation, I become frightened. Uh-oh. Why? Why have you suddenly become frightened, Mayumi? Something hops freely from side to side. It bounces about the tunnel numerous times, then stops itself. After bouncing up and down on the floor several times, it ceases to move, completely exhausted. What the fuck? Has something got out? Straining my eyes from far away, I can see that it is a fish. From what I can see from 10 meters away, it has sharp fangs and a body as thin as a rail. Okay, so this is probably our killing fish from our bad end scenario. That might be a cutlass fish. Oh. I don't know if that's a real fish. I've not really heard of it, but I'd imagine it's probably quite factual, I think. But I know that a cutlass was an old type of sword, so that would make sense for it cutting things. Oh god, another decision that may have caused a, well, good or bad end. Red decisions. Right, so Kenji or Hiyoshi-san mutters this, having laid eyes on the same thing I had. Still, fish aren't creatures that can hop up and down around a room like that. Well, not usually. Different world, maybe different, beings, creatures. Modified, maybe. I don't know. Let's not get into discussions about that. Right, okay, so choices. We should get a better look. For a start, that sounds like a terrible idea. At any rate, let's head inside. Both of these decisions are bad. I can't see a good scenario at either of these. We should go in and get a better look at this cutlass fish. Just the name makes it sound dangerous. Or at any rate, let's head inside, so just ignore the bloody thing and just walk in. Well, of course, I must make a save here, because if I get it wrong, I don't want to have to backtrack a lot. So, should go get a better look, or at any rate, let's head inside. We should get a better look. It just sounds like it's going to ask for trouble, so I guess we're just going to have to try and ignore it. We'll try this option, guys. I honestly don't know which is the best decision in this one. At any rate, let's head inside, I suggest to him. Guess we should. It would be good to get a look at something. When sentences are cut off, you know something bad's happening. Right, guys, the same dialogue is showing up, so I'm guessing I've just caused the same bad end. Huh? Right. I'm just going to read this to myself, and if it's the same dialogue, we're just going to skip it. Yeah, I think we've just caused the same bad end. Yeah, I'm just going to skip this, guys. We've already seen this. Oh! Okay, but we've got Decapitation 2 now. Okay, so we got the second decapitation. There might be a third. Don't know. Still shows Kenji in the bad end screen. But it turned out to be the same bad end, but just slightly different due to the different decision we had to make. Okay, so losing count 2-0. 2-0 loss so far. Let's see how far we can keep going, guys. Oh god. Please let me get at least one decision right in this game, please. Right, okay, let us get back to where we were here. So we know that the right decision, or the decision that doesn't at least get them killed, is to go take a better look at this fish. Which to me just sounds like a terrible idea, but let's go. We should get a better look. After waiting near the entrance for several seconds, a fish resembling a cutlass fish bounces around the tunnel, then flops down on the floor, causing the amount of fish corpses on the floor to increase. Okay. The gathering of numerous fish scales reflects the fluorescent light back like a kaleidoscope. Though it is the same as the fluorescent lighting, the light reflected back is vivid, putting the sensation of the scale's slipperiness in my mind. Okay, so it's not completely clear. Is the colorless fish bouncing on its side of the tunnel in here, or is it actually in here? They're not making that very clear, but when it says other fish corpses, it would suggest it is in here, but it must be outside the tank if it's killed these guys in the previous bad decisions. That's pretty creepy. Hiyoshi-san's lips curl up in disgust as he grumbles. I also thought it was creepy, but compared to the rotten corpse I had seen earlier, yeah, that was messed up as well. That was as far back as I allowed my memory to go. Could that be... What? In contrast to Hiyoshi-san, who had averted his eyes, I just continued to stare and was able to pick up on something. Uh-oh. What is it, Mayumi? Those fish hopping around. They're coming from below. From that place that looks like a vent. From the beginning of the tunnel, the fish hop up intermittently. It doesn't appear as though they are going to stop, with a new fish popping up after a fixed interval of time passes. What, so there's like a vent dispenser of fish into the tunnel? Well, okay, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. If they come out into this area where Mayumi and Kenji are, the fish are just going to die, are they not? The fish mechanically shoot out of the vent, ricochet about the tunnel at high speed, then finally, their vigor exhausted, die as they land on the pile on the floor. It's a waste of fish. At the moment they fall, the fish's long, narrow bodies wriggle like snakes. They collide with the other fish as they cease moving, the next fish hopping to its death in the same manner. They are... Good eye, Mayu-chan. Oh, alright, I didn't quite compute that sentence, but alright, he's saying well spotted. So many strange things have happened that I'm probably becoming used to them. She says that with a smile as well. Oh god. Unable to bear these strange circumstances any longer, a self-deprecating smile reaches my lips as I give a light laugh, so she's being brave, a false smile. Whoa. At the same time as a fish leaps up, Hiyoshi-san takes a handkerchief from his pocket and tosses it into the giant cylinder. Alright, so is that to stop the vent from spewing out fish? Oh, it's to stop the cutlass fish from hurting them as well. The fish pierces the handkerchief once as it dances in the air, then the fish passes through it a second, and then a third time as it bounces repeatedly. Alright, okay, it's just to kind of stop them from flailing. In an instant, the fabric he tossed has become dust. And that's not sitting well with Mayumi. On placing myself in the handkerchief's position, I subconsciously cover my neck. Yes, that's what happened to you two in the last scenario. Sliced up. It shouldn't penetrate this. Himeno. Not having a form should mean it isn't going through. A form, a dead body. I didn't want those words to pass my lips, but it was definitely as Hiyoshi-san had said. And the handkerchief is a pretty thin piece of fabric. Mayu-chan, you don't remember where you and Himeno-chan split up, do you? No, she was kind of confused in an ultramarine kind of vision and clouded a bit, and she wasn't thinking straight. I look down and tilt my head to the side. I'm worried about Himeno. I can no longer make baseless statements like, Himeno is fine because she is Himeno. No, probably not. If she's come across some messed up shit like you guys, then yeah, she's definitely not going to be okay. The reality is that if Hiyoshi-san hadn't rescued me, I'd no longer be in this world. There is no way I can let that happen to Himeno. I have to hurry and meet up with her, then find a safe place. This place, there is no safe place. You just get the fuck out if you can. Right, black screen. Still in the tunnel area. Okay, well, we need to do a once-over of the building. Well, yes, that makes sense. I can kind of see where his possible thinking is going, and if he suggests that we split up to cover the ground more quicker, I'm saying no. Absolutely fucking not, pal. Hiyoshi-san knocks on a panel that is to the left if you are looking in from the entrance. I hear it make a hollow sound before he pushes the panel in. Making a rattling sound, the panel opens. This isn't just a display, but also a door. Ah, so he knew a secret passage. Well, he does... I don't know, I can't remember if it was clearly explained, but as far as I know, Kenji doesn't work for the aquarium, but he just works for the Manten building, so I guess he must have been shown like possible escape routes and stuff like that for safety. Okay, so we're passing through a secret door. In contrast to the nature-reminiscent blue exhibit space before the door, a mechanical grey hallway stretches before us. The dim, white, fluorescent light flickers and fades on and off, so it's like a maintenance area or maybe even like just a staff storage area. Oh. Yeah, it looks like a passageway just for staff passing through. Is this the staff passageway? This music is a little creepy, to say the least, slash a little daunting. Oh, Kenji? Correct. Why did you say that in like 2-part syllables? When I came through here earlier, I saw some employees, so I was lucky it had been left unlocked. Alright, okay, so he's confirmed that he has seen other employees earlier, but they're all gone now. Could the fact that the lights are on mean that someone just came through here? Good question. Even if they had, that person should be aware of all the unusual phenomena here. Anyway, if we go through this passage, we can circumvent the tunnel and look for Himeno-chan. A shortcut, I like this idea. Alright. Hiyoshi-san walked ahead, taking several steps before I stepped in. I was hesitant about walking through the staff passageway without permission, but it was certainly better than going through the tunnel tank. I think you can kind of say in this situation, forget the rules and etiquette of this place. Yeah, just a few things are kind of, raising some alarm bells for me in this area. There is a bucket over there with water on the ground, which could be a slipping hazard. There's the health and safety talking. But also, some kind of electrical tank up here, piping. The door is just in the distance and it's ajar, so what's over there? Moreover, if we are able to come across a staff member, we may be able to gain some information about this Manten Aquarium. Yeah, true, but chances are slim, I think. Okay. Oh no. No. Mari's back. One-chan. Or Big Sister. The staff passageway is approximately 10 meters, just wide enough that people can barely pass each other. Walking up ahead of me, Hiyoshi-san's shoulder width is so great that I wouldn't be able to pass him unless he turns sideways. What? He's that buff? Jesus, Kenji must be like a freaking tank. He's so broad that that passageway must be big enough for 2 people to cross at the same time. Even more than before, Hiyoshi-san seems stronger and more reliable than ever. One-chan. At this point we've got to assume it's Mari. Huh? That voice that I thought was just in my head bore a silhouette the second time. It made me suspect that it was probably an optical illusion behind me. I was sure I had heard a nostalgic voice. Are we going to turn around and something bad's going to happen? Or what? But also, if it sounded like... if it sounds like... Well, not a silhouette and an optical illusion, obviously you would see it, but it sounded as if maybe there's an echo. So, Kenji hear it, maybe? No, he didn't. What's up, Mayu-chan? Hiyoshi-san asks me without turning around. I squeak out that I'm fine and turn my attention to his back. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, Nei-chan, big sister. However, that was my confirmation. It was neither a visual nor auditory hallucination. How can you be so sure that it's not a visual hallucination? The voice calling me, Mari's voice calling me big sister, had definitely come from behind me. Mari! Unable to hold back, I let that name slide from my lips. The next moment, I wanted to see Mari so bad. I turned back. So guys, what do you think's gonna happen? Let's find out, I guess. So she turns around. Kenji? You can't, Mayu-chan! My eyes open wide in surprise as Hiyoshi-san plants himself firmly in front of me. Arms spread wide, I had unconsciously backtracked to the passageway entrance, back to where we had started. Okay, so she had like subconsciously, so not completely in control. Alright, so they must have been like at least halfway down this corridor, and she's obviously backtracked back to where they came into this corridor. Right. Huh? Suddenly going back? Don't you remember where we came from? Where is Mari? And he's not going to have a clue. I see. You moved without hesitation, as if you had been called. So I thought that's what it might be. Calm down, Mayu-chan. There was nobody there. Huh? But the voice. There is no voice, alright? Calm down. You have to calm down. His expression as he calls for me to calm down is frantic. A crease appears in his forehead as he strains his voice. I steady my breathing as I stand in fear of his threatening attitude. Yeah, he might get angry with you, he might lose control out of fear for himself. But also, as I said before, Kenji is definitely hiding stuff. He knows more about this Manten Aquarium parallel world phenomenon theory anyway, more than he lets on. So he must suspect that she's been affected by some kind of... Well, there's an auditory hallucination, I guess, as well as a visual, if it's not really Mari. Which it can't be, I guess, if she's not aged. Well, we'll find out. Breathing deeply, I keep my back against the wall of the corridor. As my determination rises, so does my body temperature. Yep, she's losing control. She's losing control. Listen, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Hiyoshi-san, I'm alright. You don't sound it. Calm down. Ow. Something just happened to Kenji that's made him say, like, he's hurting? Or is her senses being dulled again? Are you alright? What the fuck? My words don't seem to be reaching Hiyoshi-san at all, as his eyes open wide and his voice rings out, "Oh god, what is happening?" Like a broken DVD player, he cannot move past that one syllable. So either her senses have been affected, or he's been affected with his voice somehow. Hiyoshi-san. I back up instinctively. No, don't do that. Stay close to Kenji, I think. However, as if he's completely unaware, Hiyoshi-san just keeps yelling in a strange voice. Alright, so he can't stop her from moving away. Hiyoshi-san, please tell me you're okay. Aren't you? He doesn't look okay, he's just sitting there bouncing on the spot. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear that, but there's strange crackling noises which I'm wondering if it's like footsteps. 3 meters away from Hiyoshi-san, I peer at him. He sways, his legs unstable, but he's definitely moving towards me. Also, I think it is footsteps. She's backing up and he's moving forward, but he's stuck. He's kind of stuck on a loop. Calm down. Wow, it took him that much to say calm down. Oh! Kya! He passed out, he fainted. Almost at the same time the strange voice stops, he falls over on the spot. As if his power supply had been cut off, he suddenly tumbles to the ground. The sound of him flopping to the ground sends a chill down my spine. Yes, plus anyone else that may be here to harm you / threaten you guys probably heard that thud. I'm not familiar with what you would call ukemi, but I know the way he fell is dangerous. I'm not sure what that word means. Yeah, guys, if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Are you injured? Is he conscious? Sitting down, I extend a quivering hand. It's probably a bit rude to the person who saved me, but he would understand. She's approaching cautiously. That's probably the best thing to do. For at this moment, the image of his strange behaviour is seared into my mind. Oh, ... Even when I call out to him, there is no response. Well, he could be out cold. But if I strain my ears, I can hear shallow breathing. Oh, that's good, so he's breathing. Thank goodness, he's alive. That alone is enough to satisfy me. There's something I can rely on within this mysterious aquarium. Kenji, well, you can rely on him for now at least. Well, maybe not in the immediate now because he's unconscious. What in the world was all that? Still having my doubts, I am, for the moment, relieved. What should I do? Oh, is this a choice? I can't just leave him unconscious and defenseless while I proceed further into the staff passageway. Yeah, that would be kind of uncool and unsafe for him and probably you. On the other hand, carrying someone an entire head taller than I am is impossible. Hiyoshi-san, please wake up. I call his name over and over, but he still doesn't respond. I hesitate a bit, and then I touch his back. Putting all of my strength into it, I'm able to roll him onto his back. His body is now facing up with his eyes closed. His chest goes up, then down to form a breath. Hiyoshi-san! What? I can't make the distinction between whether he is just asleep or has passed out. I have never seen someone who has lost consciousness. I take deep breaths to keep myself from giving way to panic. Other than the sound of Hiyoshi-san's breathing, the sounds of machines running echo. Sometimes I can hear the sound of my own breathing. Okay, black screen. Uh-oh. I'm alone. Oh no. Don't tell me she's going to have another episode of where she's not thinking straight and her mind wanders and she may end up somewhere else. My awareness of the situation quickly turns to anxiety. I am all alone inside this incomprehensible Manten Aquarium. The only other existence I can rely on, Hiyoshi-san, currently has his eyes closed. Hiyoshi-san, please wake up! Growing impatient, I shake his shoulders. He doesn't even moan, and his lack of a reaction only increases my anxiety, so I call his name in a louder voice. Whether or not my voice reaches him, his eyes flutter open. On closer inspection, he has distinct double eyelids. What? Thank goodness. You're awake. Huh? Double eyelids? Oh, oh, Jesus. Oh, that is creepy. Oh my god. Wow. It's like the I don't know if you noticed, I legit moved back there slightly. Whoa, it's like the Kenji death there. Like, move over, Luigi. Mario Kart. Oh my god. Are you looking down on me too? Oh god, this guy's gone slightly. His judgment and mind is gone a wee bit astray as well by the sound of things. Hiyoshi-san, what? I'm Nakanobi Mayumi. I'm not looking down on you or anything like that. Whoa! Oh my god. You too! Oh my god. I don't know, has he got a like a dual personality? Like, I don't know, like, is it like schizophrenia or something? Or he has a dark side to him, which I guess has been awakened after being hurt or whatever. But god, he's not well at the moment. Screaming, he grabs my left ankle as I squat next to him. His strength is unthinkable compared to his gentle demeanor from only moments ago. Well, you said he's built like a tank, so he's bound to be strong when he wants to be. His rough hands dig into my soft skin. Terror rages within my heart at this first brush with a man's real power. Please, step up! Whenever he seems to be losing his grip on my leg, he tightens it more. Every time I verbalize my pain, his grip intensifies a little further. This is not good, guys. This is not good. My concern for him is gone. Only the feeling of his rejection remains. Oh. Oh, jeez. He's lost it. You little. I realize that, little by little, he's pulling me closer to him. He really is that strong. I haven't done anything. Ow! Hiyoshi-san. Well, at some point I hope we get a choice, because this is the only option we could have gone for. Gripping my ankle tightly, Hiyoshi-san pulls himself up little by little. His chest is huge, and the muscles in his arms bulge and form a mountain shape. His face lacks the appearance of sanity, and his eyes are looking in different directions. They roll without end, seeming as if they will go completely white. Yeah, he has gone insane. He's lost his sanity. Though I intended to put distance between us, I'm unable to do so. As if coaxed, I'm pulled closer to him. No! Oh, well, he stopped the creepy smile at least. Rejected. I'm being rejected. The one's doing it. Are you all? Jeez. No! While standing himself up, he sluggishly lifts his left hand. His fingers point in my direction. There is no mistaking his intent to grab me with both hands. I'm filled with the desire to be free from him. Jesus. Okay, so well, first of all, I will just quickly make a save, because we've got another choice, guys, and it's a red choice, so there will be good or bad consequences depending on what we choose. Also, I forgot we'd moved to a new location, so Manten Aquarium Staff Passage, the exploration group. Manten Aquarium is ingeniously designed so that it can make maximum use of its area for display space. A tour to introduce the other side of Manten Aquarium is held every Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It starts at 6 PM. Please visit the entrance for further information. So I'm assuming that's like a behind the scenes tour as well, I guess. Right, so we have confirmed, made a save. Yep. So, what do we do? Yeah, damn. So we've got the choices of kick about frantically because he's holding her by the well, he's got both hands around her at the moment. Kick about frantically, shake off his right hand, or call out frantically. Well, based on the description you're giving me of how strong this and buff this guy is, you probably won't be able to shake off his right hand. Kick about frantically, you might be able to get free temporarily, but it's just going to make him angrier and cause his feelings of rejection to intensify. Call out frantically, I would say that's possibly the best option in this scenario because there's a chance Himeno's nearby. But again, I've been getting all these wrong first time so far. So, but what we'll do is we'll try and call out first and see if that helps us continue or whether we meet a bad demise again. Hiyoshi-san, what's wrong? Please come back. All right, I thought she'd rather call out for like Himeno or someone else to help, but she's gonna plead with him, I guess. Even after what he's done to me, I still resist using violence against Hiyoshi-san. Of course, I take into account that my strength would be no match for his. More than anything, he had saved me at the jellyfish booth. The one who saved my life. My only thought is that I have to save him. Yeah, return the favor, if you can. Gah! Hiyoshi-san, calm down. It's alright. It's alright. You all. Oh god. Ouch! Oh, he's done something to her. Ignoring my attempt to calm him, his large arm tenses, shooting out towards my leg. Oh. This is bad. At this rate, so he's hurt her a bit. If I choose badly again, it might result in her dying. Shit. So one option is to call out his name again and just plead with him and without doing anything that would hurt him. Kick about frantically. I mean, if you did, it might knock some sense into him, but it may also trigger him more. And I just don't think she's going to be able to shake off his hands. Right, I'm going to try again with the calling out his name. Hopefully it'll work. Hiyoshi-san! Oh, it looks like it might be working. Even so, I want to save him. This isn't something that comes from some sense of duty or ethics. Just for myself, I want to save him. You all... After all, you won't even... Oh god, maybe this is the bad choice. As he scales my body, I somehow keep him from grabbing both legs. Thanks to the fact that he is distracted, I am somehow able to get through the moment without being grabbed. You won't even... Hiyoshi-san, what exactly do you... Oh god. You all won't look at me. Oh, excuse me guys, voice is going a little bit there. His words get caught up in my chest. Oh, and he's very close now. This, maybe I chose wrong. You won't look at me. This thought seems to have been etched into his deranged mind. However, denial comes first in my mind before any question. That's not true, because if I weren't looking at you, I wouldn't be thinking that I want to help you now, would I? Good choice, good point. You were... Hiyoshi-san! Hiyoshi! I call his name. No, it isn't enough, so... Oh! Shinji or kanji? Isn't that kanji like writing? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I honestly don't know. We'll try kanji. Oh! Kanji. Oh, wait, it's his first name. Oh, it was meant to be his first name. Did I get that wrong? Or maybe that's the way you to pronounce his name in kanji, I guess. Having been called by his name, the hand reaching toward me slowly lowers. Although the hand clutching my leg does not loosen, it is correct to say that he has stopped. Huh? Oh, God. I think I did bad. Me. Please look at me. Kya? Having suddenly broken his silence, Hiyoshi-san grabs onto my right leg with both hands. He pulls me towards himself with a strength that feels as though it could rip my leg apart, scraping the floor and coming closer to me as I resist. No! Please stop! Me, I want you all. You all too! And he's killing us. Shit. Ow! It hurts! It hurts! Oh. Grabbing tight onto my buttocks, he bites at me with the same vigor he had attacked my leg. With a sensation as if I'd been pricked by a single needle, my skin bristles in sync with the flow of my blood. All four of his sharpened cuspids pierce my flesh, biting into me little by little, penetrating my skin. Viscous red liquid runs down along the contours of my buttocks. Jesus! Let me go! All the same. No! Get away from me! You too. No! No! His white teeth are dyed red with my blood. Once his cuspids are completely covered in red, a satisfied expression appears on his face, and he removes the teeth he had pierced me with. Hiyoshi-san wipes away the blood trickling down my butt with his tongue. Fucking hell. The sliding sensation creeps up my inner thigh, causing a ticklish sensation in addition to my disgust. That's it. This is good. That reaction. God. What the hell has Kenji done in the past? No! 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 With a look of ecstasy on his face, he stares down at me. The hand clutching my leg has let go, but my whole body has gone limp. Oh jeez, did he tear right through to the muscles in her legs? I become aware that the area around the wound is gradually going numb. It's similar to the feeling of receiving anesthesia at the hospital. Even though I want to move, even though I want to run, my body won't listen to a thing I say. This is all you're good for. Please stop. If you won't look at me, I'll do this, even if it's bad, in exchange. Stop. Is it over? Before I realize it, I've lost consciousness. Whether loss of blood was the cause or my heart, there was no one around to tell me the answer. Floating in darkness, I can no longer see. My eyes refuse to open. That's because this is, so to speak, the end of me. Bad end. Another bad end. Misguided. I keep getting the bad ends, guys. This is becoming a bit of a thing. I think I need to start thinking about not playing the choices in terms of logic, because it doesn't seem to work. And again, Mayumi in a tank, dead. At least we're getting to see all the bad ends, guys. But, oh, jeez. Right. Okay. Let's give it one more attempt. See if we can make a better decision this time. Not again from the first choice we had at this scenario. So, we decided to call out to him, but that failed. So, we're gonna kick about frantically. Kick this piece of shit off of us right now. No! No! In time with my words of rejection, both of my legs jerk frantically. At any rate, I don't think I can take it if he grabs my right leg, so I struggle with all my might, not even worrying about whether my skirt flips up. He is as strong as before, but his movements are slow, somehow allowing me to continue my resistance. Nevertheless, between the pain and my resistance, my stamina is fading rapidly. Before I realize it, my haggard breath is louder than the machine's motor. Damn it. Don't reject me. You should be more accepting. Damn it, I may have just accelerated the bad end at this point. Yoshi's words give an unchanging, disordered image. Whether he's giving up on grabbing my other leg or not, his body leans toward me. The upper half of my body falls back, but he quickly yanks my leg and throws off my balance. Kya! Upon hearing me let out a scream, the corners of his mouth twitch. He is enjoying this. He is enjoying me watching me lose the ability to resist. His expression makes this clear to me. Yeah, just that really creepy slow zoom in. One more thing has become clear to me. That is that I can no longer see him as the Hiyoshi-san I once knew. I'm sorry. Even so, my conscience is tugging at me. My words of apology are proof of that. Oh jeez, what? Oh, did she manage to kick him off? I used the heel of my boot to kick Hiyoshi-san, who'd pulled himself up in the nose. My skirt flutters up and I reflexively hold it down. Oh, she's up maybe! Gah! Seizing the opportunity, Hiyoshi-san yanks my left leg hard towards himself. Whether it's because of his hesitation or not, my other leg slides free of his right hand. A single line of blood trickles from his nose. The heels must be harder than I thought. So she's got herself partly free. Ah! Upon seeing the blood, I shut my eyes immediately. No! However, I realize I no longer have the luxury of instinctually worrying about him. Pulling myself upright, I break into a run in order to escape him. Oh no, is this where this bucket of water on the ground is going to come in? In no time, he has moved in front of me. I think I've decided wrong again, guys. I want to get away from Hiyoshi-san. With that one thought, I decide to go in a direction unknown to me. Oh god. Kicking me? Isn't that impudent? Could the stench on the sole of that shoe be Ruka? Or is it Miki? Ha 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 ha. Who the heck is Miki and Ruka? People he knows from the past, I guess. I hear him say it after getting about 5 meters away from him. I quickly regret turning back. Feels good, does it? Ha ha ha, that's fine. That's just fine. Hiyoshi-san yells, writhing on the floor. The transformation of the one who had rescued me is too devastating. Even so, there is no change in the fact that he tried to hurt me. I understand somewhere in my heart that, through no fault of his own, he is no longer sane, and the desire to protect my own body is winning inside of me. I'm sorry, bud. As I shut my eyes, I turn away from Hiyoshi-san. I'm sure he isn't looking at me anymore. In other words, he is no longer conscious of anything. Yeah, he is. You didn't knock him out. His voice attempts to stop my fleeing legs many times, but no matter how fast he is, I've already decided to head for the exit of the staff passageway. Okay, so we've escaped. At the moment, anyway. As soon as the door is between us, I put my ear against it and listen to the sounds in the passageway I just left. However, it is only my own violent pulse and not Hiyoshi-san going crazy that I can hear. Honestly, I almost feel relieved. Being separated like this leaves me feeling worried about him, but at the moment I don't have the time to spare. I wonder if this is wrong. Well, just based on what has happened, no, you had to get the hell away from him for now, at least, until if he can go back to regain his sanity. It's natural that I'd have these doubts, I say over my shoulder. The only thing to respond to my words is the wind rustling my hair. That's right. This is... Uh-oh. Oh. Finally, I begin to confirm my location. Where on earth is she? Is this... Oh, is this like a performance? Yeah, I think this is like a performance stage, so maybe some of the larger fish perform here or something like that. Is that what it is? This place is semi-outdoors and even colder than the passageway. Despite the fact that it's summer, I shiver instinctively. Well, let's find out where we are, guys. The stage, yeah. So, hard pounding. This. Oh, it's the sea lion show. Okay. Sea lions are very intelligent sea mammals, and allow Manten Aquarium's male. Allow Manten Aquarium's male sea lion custard. Okay, custard, and female sea lion cream. To give you a great show. Don't forget the grand applause. Oh, okay, cool. So it's cold. Below eye level, there are several plastic chairs in a row. In the center of the chairs, which are lined up like dolls on a tiered stand, is a stage that is a little smaller than a school classroom. Bowls and buckets are lying atop of it. In the center of the stage is something resembling a small shed. A stage? That's right, for things like the sea lions. Okay, makes sense. A stage, one facility that no aquarium should lack. Makes sense. From kids to adults, the show is something everyone can enjoy. This small city aquarium, Manten Aquarium, still has a stage despite its size. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Upon muttering this, doubt enters my mind. Oh boy. Hiyoshi-san said this place was on a shifted time axis, but even so, each section just feels too different. The Fish of the World booth where the first strange phenomenon occurred, the jellyfish booth and tunnel tank. Thinking back on them in order, they each felt like their own distinct time period. The plot thickens, maybe shifting time patterns. The countless fish that decayed, the immensely entrancing beauty. With each new facility I entered, the look changed. Ridiculous. There can't be. I start to say, then shake my head. I don't know how many things I had thought impossible have come to pass here. This crazy theory, perhaps... Never mind. I have to find Himeno. And she's very determined to find Himeno, guys. Okay. Pushing my doubts to the edge of my mind, I head down the stairs for the guest seating towards the stage. Alright then, so she's heading down the stairs towards the guest seating area, so heading down towards the stage, so where they would go to watch the show, but doesn't look as if the sea lions are there right now, but who knows. But anyway guys, we've seen quite a lot, and some other stuff has been revealed, including Kenji's sanity issues. Don't know what happened there. Maybe he time shifted and maybe had problems in the past. We don't know. But I'm sure we'll learn more about everything and more about this messed up place, and hopefully Mayumi, Himeno and Co can find a safe way out of here eventually as we continue the story. But anyway guys, we're going to call this episode right here, and thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a massive beautiful big thumbs up, it really helps me out. Also don't forget to hit that subscribe button to continue this story, as well as more content to follow. Also, if you want to let me know anything in the comments, please do so. I love to read them and see any feedback from videos is much appreciated, guys. Or if any questions or anything you want to say about the game's fine, but again, no spoilers. But yeah, so we'll see what happens next time, and whether maybe Mayumi's going to see the sea lion show in this time frame, maybe, who knows. But anyway guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!